What's up, everybody? My name is Kyle, and today I want to talk to you about how even though you've achieved a lot, even though you've overcome a lot, even though you've come so far, there's some things in your life that still hurt. That's the one. We're going to keep that. Go ahead with the intro. All of us in our lives experience some level of trauma.
Facts.
No matter what it is, we all experience some level of trauma at some point in our lives. And we fall into this false narrative that says that if I just achieve more, then that thing won't hurt anymore. Or if I allow some time to get between me and the thing that traumatized me, or me and the person that traumatized me, I won't feel that thing anymore. Or if I put some distance in between me and the person that traumatized me, or the thing that traumatized me, it won't feel bad anymore. But I came just to tell you that no matter how much we achieve, no matter how far we go, no matter how much we gain, no matter how much success we see in life, there's some things that happen to us that still hurt.
Facts.
And here is the word today. It's okay.
Huh?
It's okay. It's normal. There are some things that still hurt. There's some stuff that happened to you as a kid and it still hurts. There's stuff that happened to me as a kid. It still hurts. There's some things that happened in your adolescence that just still hurt. It is normal for things in our lives that caused us pain or caused us trauma to still hurt. I'm 34 years old. I'm getting ready to have my first kid. I'm gonna make some videos about that. I'm married. I'm successful. I'm in my career. We're saving money. We're doing all of those things, and I still have to talk to a therapist every 2 weeks because there's just some things that I went through as a kid that still hurt. Joseph in the Bible is a perfect example of this because in Genesis 42 verses 23 and 24, we see a Joseph who has overcome a lot. He's been to prison, he's been sold into slavery, he's been thrown into a pit, he's been falsely accused, he's been in every situation imaginable, and yet and still he's sitting as the second highest commander in Egypt. The Bible says that Joseph sees his brothers for the first time in 13 years. He sees his brothers for the first time in 13 years, and they're coming to get grain from him. You can read it when you have some time. But I just want to highlight this part, that when he sees his brothers, when they're talking in their native language, and Joseph is using an interpreter because he doesn't want to give away that it's him, but he still understands the language, and he hears them say some things that trigger him. We're going to talk about that in another video. They say to themselves, we're getting this treatment from him because of what we did to Joseph. We should have been careful. We should have protected him. We should not have done what we did when we threw him in the pit and when we sold him into slavery. In verse 24 of Genesis 42, the Bible says that Joseph begins to weep. He turns away and he turns away and he starts crying. Scholars would tell you that the reason he's crying is because he finally hears some type of apologetic language from his brothers, and some people would say that he's starting to see that they're acknowledging their fault. But I want to propose to you today real quick that the reason Joseph is crying is because there's some things that still hurt. And the thing that I want to highlight today that still hurts for Joseph is that my loved ones abandoned me.
Facts.
My loved ones who were supposed to be there with me left me. And that is a hurtful feeling that y'all were supposed to protect me, but you left me. You were supposed to guard me, but you threw me in a pit and you left me. You sold me into slavery, you left me. I wouldn't have had to experience the hardships that I had to experience if you would have been there. Somebody left me, and Joseph is saying that thing still hurts.
Facts.
For me, this thing is very personal because I struggle every day because I grew up without my father. My father left me. My father abandoned me. My father walked away from me. And I experienced some hardship in my life that I would not have had to experience had he been there. He was supposed to protect me. He was supposed to provide for me. He was supposed to be my security. He was supposed to be the person that instilled confidence in me. But I had to learn all of those things the hard way because somebody that was supposed to be there walked out of my life and left me. Somebody left me. And Joseph is crying in the text because even though he's achieved a lot, even though he's overcome a lot, even though he's got a wife and he's got kids, he's saying, and he's the second most powerful person in Egypt, Joseph is saying, yo, even though I got all of this, it's something that still hurts me. And so I just want to say to somebody out there, I don't know what it is that still hurts in your life, but for the person who's saying, I still struggle because somebody left me, I still struggle. Because a parent walked out on me, I still struggle. Because a person who was supposed to protect me abandoned me. A person who I trusted left me alone. And I've had to deal with the hardships that I wouldn't have had to deal with had they been there. I came to let you know it's normal for that thing to still hurt. I'm 34 years old. I'm in therapy every other week. And that thing still hurts. I got a wife. I got a kid on the way. My son is on the way. And that thing still hurts. Joseph was sold into slavery at 17 years old. 13 years later, he's got a position, he's got title, he's got a wife that loves him, he's got children that love him and look up to him. He's got a nation that follows his lead. And Joseph says, there's something that still hurts. I want to let you know that your feelings are normal. It's okay to feel like that. It's normal to feel like that. Don't suppress it. Sit in it. Explore it. Definitely get into some type of therapy. But I wanted to let you know that those things just don't magically heal because of time, because of success, because of your own achievement. There are some things in our lives, no matter how far we go, no matter how much time it takes, no matter how much we achieve, there are some things that still hurt.